Hi guys, so this is the second part of the podcast with the director and the writer of Pinky or Papa. Make sure that you have watched the first part before watching this. Thank you and hope you enjoy it and hope you learn from it. Thank you so much. What was your brief to the sound designer as well as the musician?
So when the part came in, when the film was edited, rough cut nikal gaya, सब कुछ, and me, Shivangi, and the editor of the film, Sayyam, we and the sound recordist also, Dipanshu, he has a huge input in sound
Yeah.
designing of this film because we were very clear. We were making lots of sound sheets, and we were thinking because I don't know, this happened with me for the very first time when I told Dipanshu before the shoot of the film. मुझे ना जो sounds है ना फिल्म के वो बहुत ज्यादा शेप्स में दिखाई दे रहे हैं सुनाई दे रहे हैं आई डोंट नो it was
Shapes
just
में.
yeah it was so abstract kind of a thing and he gave all his ears to me on those days because I used to like after every 1 hour or two I used to call him back कि यार भाई तू आजा मेरे को ना बात करनी है सामने यार मैं and I am getting these things and these visuals in my mind and this and that and he was making lots of sound sheets again and again कि यार एक फाइनल करके दूसरी लेकर आते हैं तीसरी लेकर आते हैं and we were thinking continuously about sound design because there are silences in the film okay and all those silences are different from each other and my major thinking was कि यार हर silence मुझे shape में ही दिख रही है अभी इसको sound में कैसे convert करना है I don't know and even that happened during the shoot also when Shrikant sir asked me कि यार ये दो तीन silences हैं इसको किस तरीके से तू देख रहा है क्या किस तरीके से महसूस कर रहा है तो हम उसको उसी तरीके से लेकर आते हैं एंड इवन आई टोल्ड हिम द सेम थिंग कि सर मुझे शेप्स दिखती हैं कुछ और इसके अलावा मुझे कुछ दिख नहीं पा रहा है दीपांशु केम विद दिस आइडिया ऑफ रेन इन द प्री प्रोडक्शन स्टेज ओनली कि यार वी नीड रेन फॉर दिस व्हेन द रेन केम इन द सिनेमेटोग्राफर वाज टेलिंग मी कि यार अभी लाइटिंग का भी देखना पड़ेगा यार वन आई वाज वेरी पर्टिकुलर आई डोंट वांट टू चेंज द लाइट इन लेट इट बी लाइक दैट लेट इट बी a problematic thing for the audience कि यार लाइट क्यों नहीं चेंज हो रही एंड देन दे विल थिंक अबाउट द साउंड कि यार बारिश हो रही है लाइट नहीं चेंज हो रही एंड दे हैव टू वॉच द फिल्म अगेन बिकॉज giving everything at once to the audience is kind of very making the art very normalizing because with filmmaking you can play a lot right you should give your as much as possible you can give to the audience to the narrative to the characters so that was in my mind ki yaar we will not change the light we will work on sound design only and let's take it forward like that and then Dipanshu only told me about a sound designer whose name is Isaac Newton and he's a very big name in the sound industry when I went to Isaac Newton he was teaching in FTI in Pune only and I told him कि we want you as a sound designer and as a mentor also on our project. I pitched him for 10 films only. I want you on my all 10 films. Came across that and he visualizes sound very differently. Even when I narrated him Pinky and Papa, he gave me lots of different ideas how to go about the sound design, how we will be working around it. Let's add this and that and that and rest whatever you were telling me कि यार there is a graph of the rain कि वो धीरे होती है बढ़ती है then कम होती है and yeah that's all done by Newton sir only in the earlier discussion कि being an artist we want to do our best in everything once the journey has started so only Newton sir only came with this idea that this film will work in festivals. That was the very first time that festivals came into my mind. When he told me that this film will work, it is coming out very well because he has seen the rough cut also, everything when he was about to put sounds on it. And he told me, ki, let's not just do the stereo version of it. Let's make it to 5.1. And that's how actually the journey of post production of this film started. Because we didn't even thought of here we will invest money in doing the sound for 5.1 and things like that. Because we only thought of कि यार बनाते हैं खत्म करते हैं दिखाते हैं थोड़े लोगों को कि यार इमोशंस इवोक हो रहे हैं नहीं हो रहे हैं and then we'll keep it with ourselves just as a learning part. But he only maybe put it into my mind कि यार ये festivals में select हो सकती है film, it is a good film. And even he screened it to his lot of friends who themselves are filmmakers, and they also liked it. And when he laid down the sound design of the film, when I first uh, heard it in the 5.9, I was blown actually. Me and Dipanshu went, and we were blown. And
Hmm.
when we came to back to the house after watching the film, told Shivangi and Sayam, who's the editor of the film, कि यार हमारा दिमाग खराब हो गया अभी जिस तरीके से निकल के आ रहा है ना इट इज द कंप्लीट चेंज ऑफ द फिल्म इट टुक द फिल्म ऑन अ हायर लेवल एंड दैट शुड साउंड डू
Hmm.
राइट एंड द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल पार्ट ऑफ द साउंड डिजाइन वाज कि आप जब सुनते हैं पूरा फिल्म चलता है ही इंट्रोड्यूस साउंड फ्रॉम द वेरी फर्स्ट फ्रेम ऑफ द फिल्म
Hmm.
and you start getting the sound of the clouds and the birds from that very first frame of the film, which is actually a black screen. And that then continues towards the climax of the scene where he took away all the sounds, all the surrounding sounds of the film. And I generally say this because to watch a film, you should have a certain atmosphere, no, to watch the film to grab
Hmm.
those nuances of the film.
Yeah.
And yeah, even in the film festivals, when it screened in big festivals where everything was there, like 5.1 facility and everything, and that was Alviram only, where
Hmm.
we as a team heard our film in 5.1 altogether, and it was nice. It was beautiful, surreal kind of a feeling to uh, hear your film like that for the sound design also. As I told you, कि Dipanshu was making lot of sound sheets. We were brainstorming again and again, and things like that were happening. And rest of the part was done by Newton sir.
Would you write this film differently today? Today's Shivangi
Mm,
will write it differently or same?
I wouldn't say I have not thought about it, but I think the beauty is in there. Like if you'll give me more scenes to write,
Hmm.
ki, "अरे, now you have the authority kind of thing कि अभी तुम 3-4 scene में इस film को लिखो, then also I think I'll prefer it to like write in a one single scene because
Hmm.
that enhanced it a lot. Like that difficulty of confession of getting on same page of like when we are vulnerable, then also we hold our ego is that constant with us. Like
Hmm.
I'll
Yeah.
say कि कोई रो रहा है तो he or she won't let anyone come and like wipe their tears. You hold something in you कि नहीं नहीं I am all right, I'll do it myself. So for Rajendra getting up there and coming on board, it like something holds you back कि मैं एकदम कैसे मान सकता हूँ set of rules which I have like from years with me, putting that in one part from a parent to a child, that is what it is, and that is what I think is reality.
Hmm.
So I won't write it differently now.
Hmm.
After seeing so much from people and hearing about it and seeing them cry, I have also seen people crying in festivals. Like there was a girl with me in a festival which I met in Shimla Film Festival, Dimple, and she was sitting with me, and I was seeing my film like very first time. It was the premiere of the film,
Hmm.
and I was there in Shimla, and I was seeing my film, and I do not want to miss a bit of my film, and I was like this, but I can hear the sound. So
Hmm.
I was like, there was a sound coming from my behind. I was like, what is this sound? I don't know. And when they finishes the film, and then I looked at her, she was crying, she was in tears, and I was like, wow. Like in the journey of Pink and Baba, I was very happy when people were crying. While narrations, while watching the film, while hearing the sound design, everything. I was very happy when they're crying. Like when we had this like premiere for the team, like the screening for the team, uh, Shrikant sir came and Irisa came, and everybody I think in our team was crying, and I was very happy. And Shivang also, we were very happy. Everyone was crying. That is our motto to evoke
And I
something new, and
remember,
we have done.
and I even remember I missed out on Shimla Festival on the premiere of the film due to
Yeah.
some personal reasons. And I was waiting ki how the film has been like got response and how audience
Hmm.
took it. And I still remember that girl Dimple called me
Oh.
Yeah.
and telling me about the film, ki, how she has related. And I don't know her, just
Hmm.
a random person calling you and telling you that she has watched your film and she is feeling. And she also told me, ki, right away after this call, I'm gonna go and call my father. So that,
So
that
beautiful.
gives you a lot, It's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. It gives you a lot.
A
Yeah.
lot of people have said that ki, we need to talk our fathers and like you made me remember my father and lots of sort of things ki, because we wanted that when I was writing that was in my mind ki, always there's that one confession which you have to do it in front of your parents and
Hmm.
वो बहुत difficult होता है like तुम्हें ऐसा लगता है कि सच हमें मर ही जाओ ये करने से पहले मैं like it is that close कि अरे यार ये मुझसे क्या हो गया
Hmm.
आफ्टर ग्रोइंग अप यू विल से कि अरे यार इतनी बड़ी चीज नहीं थी ये नहीं था वो नहीं था यू विल लाफ ऑफ इट बट उस टाइम के लिए वो बहुत बड़ी चीज होती कि मुझसे कुछ तो हो गया एंड हाउ आई एम गोना कन्फेस इट आई डोंट नो तो वो एक पार्ट था जो मैं कनेक्ट करना चाहती थी एंड वो ब्रिक कंप्लीटली एग्जैक्टली वैसे ही फिट हुआ लोगों के साथ तो आई वाज वेरी हैप्पी अबाउट दैट कि वो लोग उस पार्ट के लिए कनेक्ट कर पा रहे हैं एक्चुअली
The rest of the 9 films, what are they about? Do they come under an umbrella? And where are they?
So actually, we didn't. So to be very frank, we didn't complete all those films.
yeah
It remained till five only. We shot five only. As I told you, this project took us a lot of time and to put
Hmm.
in to complete those 10 films. And till five, we just ended on five. Okay, let's not take it forward because, as I told you, after COVID, we started this and everything was getting normal again. People wanted to go and work and everyone was getting offers from the industry also, my team members and everything. And I didn't want anyone to just keep, yeah, ruk jao or this and that. And I also thought of, ki, me and Shivangi discussed, ki, let's make something else after this. And also very gradually only because the festival journey also started for Pink and Papa. So yeah, we stopped it at five only. All the films are ready with us only. As I told you, we didn't thought of them for film festival circuit and things like that. It was a very
Hmm.
personal journey. It was for self-learning.
Hmm.
So all those four films are with us, already shot, edited, and everything is done. And we also thought of like putting it on some OTT and things like that. But then we decided let's keep it like that and let's start work on another short film.
So the Nepal film that you were talking about, the team is same?
We are almost half of the team is same, and we are just on the pre-production stage right now. The core team is here. We are discussing. It's been like 4 very beautiful months. Pink and Papa, made us learn a lot of things regarding the process of the film festival circuit, the distribution, how you need a distribution plan before you put the film out in front of the world, in front of the festivals and everything. So right now we are in that stage. We are planning for the film.
Who are your favorite filmmakers and like did their films somehow inspire the treatment of the film? How do you like study films?
Okay, so I'm not a book person, Till now I am not.
Even I
I'm
am
trying to,
not.
as Shivangi said. I am learning on that. I have started reading a lot now, and I'm very much a film person. I watch a lot of cinema. I watch a lot. I watch everyone. And talking about my personal favorites, so uh, Ingmar Bergman is one of my favorite directors, and I watch David Fincher also. That commercial side of the things also. So putting them in just the best ones is a bit difficult, but yeah, Ingmar Bergman and Robert Bresson. These two
Hmm.
are my favorite, to whom I love watching. I can watch their films again and again. I don't know how many times,
Hmm.
but yeah. And Sham Benegal also. I have I've I've got to learn a lot from his films. I can't even uh, express that feeling that how much I have learned from his films. And yeah, these three. And I majorly I keep on doing this that you have to watch cinema again and again and continuously. There should be a you should be very determined towards it. कि ऐसा नहीं है मैंने आज एक film देखी and after a week I'm watching. It should be very determined
Hmm.
kind of a discipline kind of a thing in a filmmaker's life. That's what my belief system says. And I watch a lot of films.
What about you,
Yeah.
Shivangi?
okay so Sham Benegal first of all And then a lot of people don't know him as a director, or more over everyone knows him as a writer, but I will say Gulzar is my favorite director. I loved his films very much. Like, not only writing, you'll find it like a small look in the film are doing so much. So it's not writing only, it's
Hmm.
direction also. So I loved his films. The favorite is Ijazat, and it's very beautifully shot, made, written, dialogue, everything is very uh, well made.
Even I'm happy that you
We
are
have
asking
faith
about
a
it
lot.
because it's a topic that every filmmaker, every independent filmmaker should be concerned about, should know, because
Hmm.
it had been till now it had been a 7 year journey for me. Before the film school, I started making films, and in the film school, I was making films, and post the film school, now I am making films. And as I told you, this is my logically and technically my first film which got distributed in film festivals and everything. And funding is a major discussion, major concern. कि अगर पैसा नहीं है तो you can't make art. And I believe in that system कि यार बिना पैसे के नहीं बनती है film.
Hmm.
You can make a good film in less money also. That's also a point, but you need fundings. And for how many years you can put your money and make films? Because at last, after putting your money in the films, you make films, and at last they will be lying in your laptop only. Nothing will be nothing will be happening with them. You will not get the return of your money you have put it in, and even the time you have put in, and you get nothing. And that's how I was very clear about this project in itself. Ki I will not put my money and invest my money in this project. I will. I took it as a challenge. I need a producer. I want to find a producer. Will get him on board, and then only we will shoot this. And then when I started finding the producer, so I will very clearly say that there are no producers to Fateh. Very clearly. Okay, you get producers because in independent industry, I'm saying in independent filmmakers, i- if you are looking for funds, there are n numbers of grants and film festivals that are giving you money. Your project needs to be selected, and you have to pitch your ideas, and then you can get the fundings for the film. Talking about on the very grassroots level, where a person who is writing in a small house and thinking of without having any knowledge of filmmaking and thinking of making a film. Just how I started. For him to get the funds, because the film festival circuit fundings is totally different. Okay.
Hmm.
So coming back to the point, as I was saying, ki there are no producers. There are only financiers. So you need to find your financer in any way, and that financer could be your parents first of all, your family relatives, or
Hmm.
maybe a banker who is earning well, or maybe a businessman, a dairy owner who is earning well, who can come into your idea, and you have to narrate him the draft and story. And I want to make, because I have seen a lot of filmmakers who have gathered fundings for their films from bizarre situations, and bizarre people. And there's one friend of mine who, a very renowned filmmaker now, who works in gym, okay, as a trainer. He got his fundings from all the members of the gym who were coming there to gym. He took lot 10 20,000 from each of them and made the film. So you have to find finances for yourselves. No one's gonna come for you and tell you कि oh मेरे पास पैसा पड़ा है यार आप film लो." Why should they?
Hmm.
You know? And it's same with the audience and people. They don't owe you anything, right? It should be your problem to get the fundings of the film to make a good film. Even when you make a film and put it out in theaters, audience doesn't owe you anything
Hmm.
after buying the ticket. You just have to take them away with your craft only, you know. And that's the same case with the producers also. So even with Pinky and Papa, through a common link, I went to uh, a person who is retired from Ministry of Electricity and electrical department, and he was thinking of starting his YouTube channel, and produce some short films. And we got lucky enough that he liked the idea. I pitched him the whole scenes from life project. So it was easy for me
Mm.
because I took it as a challenge, as I told you. But you have to come out of your comfort zone and pitch as many as possible people you can and try to gather fundings. Because putting your money again and again is not an option for an artist who want to earn in this uh, independent filmmaking.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's how we reached to it.
But there's always way, I'll say, I'll add up to Shivang, that there's always way, like if you want to secure funds for your film, there's always way to do that. Like you can, like your actor and your team is also uh, investment. So see, so you can pitch them first and then go for the fund thing. So before asking for money, you'll be having a team. So the person you are pitching to, they'll be more sure that this is gonna work because you have collected so many people around you. Like they believe in your idea. So the person you are pitching to for money, they will also count it. They'll also first of all they will count it that okay, you have a actor, you have a team secured, so
Mm.
there's no risk like putting in money because you are giving it all. So you are not a person who is just saying it कि अरे इसके पास कहानी है और ये लेके आ गया या लेके आ गई. So there is always way you have to I'll say strategize, make a plan about it, and you should do things like that to secure your funds.
Do you plan on directing a film, Shivangi?
In Scenes from Life, it was like we decided that the five of the films I'll be doing and five of the films Shivang will be doing.
Oh.
So sadly, that didn't happen, but it's okay. So yeah, I highly plan on directing the film. So in the future, I will do. Now I don't feel like I feel like writing, so I'm writing. I'm in a creative process,
Hmm.
so I will do that.
You know, as a filmmaker, we are always apprehensive of our future. So,
Yeah.
does that thought scare you?
Like before coming to film school or while in the film school, while seeing people are like if you will see to the Bollywood industry, like in the film industry, or there are always like people going through connections, and if they are in Mumbai, lots of juniors of ours like are working in Mumbai, but they all are struggling. That's the part, like even they don't know like how much time they will need to be there for their desired post, like of direction of a writer of anything. So that's the thing, they are hustling, I would say the new word. But uh, the thing is you need to find your journey. Like you need to decide, uh, okay, I can wait for this long for a post, I want to go through this process, or you can decide, no, I right away want to do this, and I feel ready, I
Hmm.
can do this, and I have that much time that I can go for in my creative process for my own work. Obviously you won't be getting any money for doing what you're doing in your zone. Like if I'm working
Hmm.
on my film, who will gonna pay me for writing the draft if I'm gonna direct it? So nobody. So you need to decide your journey. That's the thing, and from that point you will not feel anything like any insecurities, anything like, array, my class fellows are going there and they're working on a project, maybe as an assistant or whatever, but they are working on a project. I am not doing anything. अरे मैंने तो एक ही फिल्म किया एक साल में, उन्होंने तो चार चार कर लिया. But you have to clear your mind कि you guys are on a different journey. So they
Hmm.
have chose something else, you have chose something else. So you are on your path, they are on your path. So it doesn't matter, you will find on your way. Once you decide your partner, you will start planning for it eventually. Okay, I have decided this path, and now what milestones I have to cover to go there. Like you will set a goal for yourself na. Maybe a selection in a festival or reaching to that festival, you will set your milestones. So it will be easy on you from then and there. So that's the thing.
See, my belief system says that there are only two possible ways okay, and you have to choose either one of them. Okay, one is you decide that you want to go into the commercial side of the business, and there is a staircase that you have to climb. You have to be the third assistant, second assistant, first assistant, AD, and then the director. And then there is another side of it. Ki you choose to be making independent films where every day is a you have to hustle for it. You have to tell yourself that I will make the film, I will make a film, and I want to watch here. As Shivangi said, you have to decide first, and then my belief is that there is no money in this industry. It's a it's a you can say it's a myth kind of a thing, and there is no money in filmmaking.
Mm.
Films are made on a higher budget, but there is no money. Like when it comes to earning, no, yeah, commercial side. When we talk about commercial films, beat down films, and Hollywood films, you can go and earn over there. But making independent films, may it be you get your distribution on Netflix also,
Mm.
you still will not earn any penny in your pocket. That's what I have understood and made myself clear that I have chosen a profession of my own to not earn money. As simple as that.
So money is
And
not a thing of concern for you. Is that so?
no, it is. It is. You can't put that away, no. It is. But you
Yeah.
have to understand that you won't be a person who will own 3 to 4 houses in Mumbai. Not even a
Ah.
single one. Not even a single
Yeah.
one. So
Right.
you know by yourself, and that's how you have to take your life further. Because you want to make art. The people who are layman people who doesn't know uh, the artistic and craft side of the filmmaking. They
Mm.
tend to think कि यार अच्छा फिल्मों में काम करते हो, अरे यार तुम्हारे पास तो बहुत पैसा होगा, अरे तुम तो फलाना एक्टर से मिले होंगे, अरे तुम्हारे पास तो बहुत सारी फोटोज होंगी बड़े बड़े एक्टर्स के साथ. But this side of the industry, the independent films, it doesn't earn money. Made right now, most probably our film will get on OTT on some platform in some time period, Pinky and Papa. And we're not, and I'm not in that zone or created a cloud around myself that, oh, now my film is getting on OTT and I'm gonna earn money. No one's gonna pay you even 25 rupees for your short film in India. Who is
Mm.
paying? Not even like I will talk about myself. I will not talk about other people. Even I am not ready to buy a ticket of 25 rupees to watch a short film on any platform. Are we doing it? No, we are not. So that's the reality actually, which is very harsh, you know. So you have to make yourself understand that it is not a field where you will earn a lot of money. Yeah, that's that can be said that you will go to different countries to explore. You will be traveling to film festivals. That's another side of this industry, which is amazing. I traveled to Nepal last year. It was completely amazing. I was traveling every month. I was traveling like two, three places with the film, and
Mm.
it was so amazing. So that you can explore. But if you think you will earn a lot of money from that, no. Even you only have to invest your money to visit film festivals also. If that
Mm.
film festival is not that much big,
Mm.
even the biggest festivals of the world doesn't pay you for your expenses, for your traveling expense and for your accommodation expenses.
Mm.
So that's the harsh truth of this side of the business. So being an independent filmmaker, it bothers me a lot every day. Every day it bothers me a lot, but now I have, you know, make myself understandable कि आप कर भी क्या सकते हो. You have to deal with it. You have to. Every day will be a struggle for you. You have to think every single day कि यार मेरे credit card के expenses कैसे मैं चुकाने वाला हूँ. And apart from that, you have to make a film also because you know I get this thing in my mind every single day कि यार मैं मुझे चीज लेनी है जिसकी कीमत 50,000 रुपए है. शुड आई इन्वेस्ट माई मनी इन दैट बिकॉज क्या मैं 50,000 में एक फिल्म नहीं बना सकता हूँ पिंकी एंड पापा जैसी. सो
Mm.
every single day the thoughts will come into your mind. This is the simplest way I can, you know, put uh, this in forward. तो ऐसा ही है, वो हमेशा ही चलना है. It will be you only who will be telling yourself कि I want to make films and I will die poor only. That's the thing. मतलब बोलते भी है ना वो, पहले कभी तो किसी ने मैंने मतलब सुना है, बोला भी जाता है कि आर्टिस्ट हमेशा गरीब ही रहता है, वो मरता भी गरीब है, वो जीता गरीब है और वो मरता भी गरीब है. एंड दैट इज ट्रू ओनली बिकॉज
Hmm.
we did our masters in filmmaking and I did my graduation in journalism, and then I was working with Times of India. I left the job, did my masters in filmmaking, then making films, and there were jobs in front of me that were paying like 60, 70,000 a month. I left those and came into this, and my fellow colleagues, which are now earning like a lakh of rupees per month, and for us, it's like we are on a no, we are not even losing something and not even earning a lot of profit. So you have to find that balance, and that will only keep you going again and again to make things. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So with one last question, I'll wrap it up.
yeah,
Social
yeah.
media in today's world is like decreasing the attention span of people. Does that concern you in any manner as a writer as well as a director? Does it concern you?
Uh, so, uh, so it concerned me in two ways. Okay,
Hmm.
one, what is you are asking is कि uh, अभी सोशल मीडिया चल रहा है तो लोगों का ध्यान फिल्मों से कम होता जा रहा है, शॉर्टर स्पैन ऑफ reels and this and that has come. So it doesn't bother me, okay, on a personal level because I believe in कि nothing in this world can take place of cinema. Nothing. And it will be like that only. Okay. And but yeah, talking about the other side of the social media is my concern lies in where we as filmmakers have to deal with it. Ki we have to promote and get the audience through social media, right? So
Hmm.
it's good also. It has some good points also, positive points also, and some negative points also. But you have to get along with social media if you want to make films today, and it should reach to the audience. You have to make yourself comfortable because uh, I am a 90s kid. Very I didn't even know what all the features Instagram has till now. I keep on getting mesmerized when I see people along with me doing this and that. In the morning only I was this watching reels and someone was telling कि यार आपको ये फीचर नहीं पता होगा Instagram
Hmm.
का, and that person made a Spotify kind of a thing on that reel only, and I was so कि यार ऐसा भी होता है क्या. So
Hmm.
that takes a lot of your time also to understand all those things कि यार किस तरीके से अभी सब कुछ वर्क करता है, because everything is the whole social media is so fixed, no, you have
Yeah.
to put your post at a certain time period only, or else you will not get the views, because uh, we as a team struggled for scenes from life page to get followers for that page, to create audience, to make people know कि यार हमारी फिल्म इस फेस्टिवल में चल रही है, आ जाओ
Hmm.
प्लीज और देख लो.
Hmm.
That was a task for us,
Hmm.
and I don't know if we didn't even achieve in that, because now you have to put money, to sponsored posts and everything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice also, but it has lots of negative points also.
Like
So,
films like Avasa Vyuham, for example, Krishant, he's a director from the south, and he made a film called
okay.
Avasa Vyuham, and the cuts are so like blunt, tuck 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 tuck,
Hmm.
like that. It's the whole
Yeah,
film is
fast,
like,
fast cutting.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he said
Okay.
it's because people's attention span is really low today.
Okay. So, Achal, what I think is you eventually find your audience. There are a set of people who want to watch something, who want to watch something, who want to watch something, and taking people, I would say, stupid that they won't give me attention for my film, or they won't understand if I won't be mouth feeding this or that. It is
Hmm.
like it is bad, I think, to think about your audience that way, because there are set of groups who want to watch that, who want to watch that. So there are
Hmm.
people who want to watch things like array action, array fast cutting, array ye, array wo. Or
Hmm.
there are people also who want to, like, who are sitting in a film and watching a one scene for 15 minutes, and they
Right.
are enjoying it. So there are people, you cannot take your audience stupid, like, अरे ये इनको समझ नहीं आएगा, अरे उनका तो attention span short हो गया just because it is in some news. It is not true.
Hmm.
Like, let's say you have 50 people, at least they will be honest to you. And how will you make art in which you don't believe in? If
Right.
I don't believe like this story will not look good when it will go into fast cutting or stuff like that, I cannot take the pressure of, like, because of these people I have to present my idea like that. I cannot do that. That is like अपनी art से ही धोखा करना हुआ है यार, ये तो नहीं कर सकते आप ये चीज. So I think, and social media as a medium, I liked it very much because it helped us a lot. While like, I now think I'm from Muzaffarnagar. It's a small town in UP. So there people know about our film Pinky and Papa. I recently
Oh.
visited my hometown and people were talking about the film. I have not personally told them or was not in a contact like from 7 to 8 years, but they knew about the film and they asked me Pinky or Papa.
Hmm.
So the thing is, it reached them. If I cut out social media, I don't think they would be knowing of our film. कि ऐसी कोई फिल्म भी आई थी, because we all know how much media, like news agencies, print about independent films. They hardly
Hmm.
do that in India, so it's very
Hmm.
it's a very kharab scene, I would say.
Right.
So uh, so it's very hard to spot independent films in news. So I would say social media had changed the game for us, like in promoting the film. So everybody had watched the trailer of Pinky and Papa and they knew about it.
Hmm.
And we were able to promote it to our friends and family. So it reached people, and I think it's a good medium if used wisely. If if you'll be
Yeah.
using it otherwise and thinking like, yaar, ye to attention span, and you'll compare film to reel, it is a disaster. Then I have no words. If you're
Hmm.
comparing a reel, Instagram reel, to a film, a whole film,
Hmm.
you cannot do that, yeah.
Right. Okay. So thank you so
Yeah,
much for joining me
yeah.
today. It was I've been following the journey of Pinky and Papa since Alpaviram, and it's a
That's so
beautiful
sweet.
film.
Thank you.